What's up, cyberhawks? So let's go ahead and go over some beginner Linux commands. So right now we have Linux up. I'm using Kali Linux currently. I may or may not be on the screen or not. I guess we'll see. But let's go ahead and open up your terminal. If you're on Kali, you should find it up here. If you're like using Ubuntu or Windows or I guess Mac, you can just go down to the bottom and you should be able to see it. If not, you can just type it in terminal and it should pop up on your screen. So yeah, these are like some basic ones that should get you guys up to par, you know, kind of just going around different directories and whatnot. So the first command that we're going to go over is the pwd. I believe it's print working directory. It kind of tells you what current directory that you're in. As you can see right there, we're pretty much at the top. Let me list the services currently, and I'm going to show you guys the difference. So let's say we go to desktop, for example, and we type in pwd. It then tells us, hey, now we're at the desktop, as you guys can see. Or if we go back, and I'm going to show you guys all these commands that I'm using right there. But if we go back and let's change directory to downloads, for example, and then we do pwd, it'll just let us know that, hey, we are currently in downloads now. So that's an easy one. Present working directory. I mean print working directory. I always say present. In my head, it's pretty much the same. Now, if you have a lot of text right here and you want to, make it look nice, make it look good, go ahead and hit that clear. Just see, you just have to spell it clear. I was actually going to just spell it out for you guys, but yeah, you can just type in clear, so that clears everything out. So if we did something like that, we could just clear it out. Okay, the next command that we're going to go over next is the second one you guys just saw, the change directory. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to do ls first. Ls for list services. When you do this, you're able to see the current services in whatever directory that you're in. So right now we're at the top, I guess the home or whatnot. So we're able to look at desktop documents, downloads, music, etc. And then using ls within those directories, we're able to see the list of things in that. So we can type in lists of our desktop, for example, and it gives us all our files currently on our desktop. And you see we got a Dragon Ball Z text, you have Vegeta text, we have a couple of backup files, .zip. Pretty cool, pretty simple. If I wanted to look at what I had in pictures, I would just type in ls and then the directory right here. And then look, we have nothing there because we actually don't have anything there. So yeah, let me just use it one more time. We'll do ls for videos, and I don't have anything in videos, so we will get a blank. So that's another easy one. And again, when we have a whole lot of these, you just type in clear and it clears everything out. Now another command is the change directory, which is the cd command. So first, let's list our services, and as you see, we have all these directories right there. Let's change directory to desktop. So you will use cd for change directory and then desktop, and now we're currently in our desktop. So now if we type in ls, it'll give us the list of everything currently in our desktop, and we can manipulate things within our desktop. Let's say we wanted to change directory to, let's say, music. This command, I'll show you guys what that means in a sec, but let's change directory to music. Now we're in music. So when you enter directories, you may not just want us to stay in that directory. Easy way to go back, the easiest is the ... You type in ... and you go back to the directory. That isn't the only way to go back, but I think that's the easiest way, and I think you learn that way, which should be a whole lot faster. So now we're actually meant to do pwd to show you guys we're still at the home. But yeah, let's go to desktop, and if we wanted to go back up, we should type in ... Oops, typed in the wrong thing, dot dot. And now we're back at the main directory. Let me show you guys a few more examples of using the dot dot. So right now, again, we're at the home. Let's change directory to documents. And as you guys can see, we're currently in the documents. We can list services, and we have Prada. Okay, I did not know we had a Prada.txt in our documents. And if we wanted to go back, the easy way to go back. Again, it's not the only way to go back, but this is an easy way. I'm going to give you guys some easy beginner tips to type in dot dot. So now when we type in ls, as you can see, we have went back up. So yeah, that's another easy one. Again, if you want to go into a directory, change directory to downloads. And we're like, oh man, I did not mean to go to downloads. I meant to go somewhere else. You can just type in the dot dot. And then let's list our services. As you can see, we're back here. And then we can do whatever we want to do from going back. And you can do this within directories. Like, let's say I changed, okay, let's clear this out, clear command. Let's say we wanted to change directories to desktop. And then let's say within the desktop, we had like some other things we wanted to go into, like change directory to XYZ, kind of just going further and further in. Then you can use the dot dot to go back a level, go back a level, go back a level until you're all the way up to home. So that's, just a quick thing on that. Next, let's go ahead and go over the remove command, and that's the rm. So with rm remove, you can, as you can see, remove things. You can remove files, or if you add in a dir for directory, you can remove directories. So let's go ahead and remove a file. So we're going to list services on our desktop, and that's what we currently have. Let's remove the popping txt, and the popping txt is right here. It's right there, that right there. So we're going to type in rm popping.txt, and this is currently on our desktop. Let me see if I can show you guys this right here. This is the popping right here. So as you guys can see, that's currently on the desktop. I did not mean to drag this. So after I hit enter, that should delete, and bam, as you guys see, that is deleted. So is that simple, that easy. We'll remove one more. Let's remove one of our zip files. We'll remove the one I did wrong. We'll remove this one up here. Or better yet, you know what? We'll do text file. We'll do text copy. Okay, we're gonna remove this file. It's text/copy2.txt. So again, rm for remove, and then text copy2.txt, and again we see it up here as well, the txt2. Bam, as you guys can see, right on our desktop, it is removed. And I'll show you guys how it looks like on our terminal. We'll do ls, and as you guys can see now, we only have these files remaining. First we had all these files, now we only have these. Let's go back up one so we can take a look at our other directories, and we're using the dot dot to go back up to our home, and then we're using ls so we can see our current directories. As you can see, we have these right here, and if I wanted to remove one of these directories, again, I would just do rm, but since it's going to be a directory, we're going to add in the dir, and then I can type in whatever. So I'll type in like downloads if I wanted to delete that for some reason, or pictures if I wanted to delete pictures, or remove directory for videos. And then after I would do that, then that would be removed from the from our directories. Now if there's folders in those, then you would have to delete the folders first or use some additional commands. But again, we're just using, just basic, easy things for you guys, to look over. So let's clear this. We're almost done. Quickly, let me go ahead and show you guys how to make, I guess, a directory too real quick. Let me list these again. So to make things, RM was to remove. To make, you can do the MK. So if we wanted to make a directory, mkdir, and let's make a directory called CyberHawks. All right, and list services. And as you guys can see, we have a new directory titled CyberHawks. And going back to what we just learned 30 seconds ago, let's remove directory. Wow, CyberHawks. Bam, it has been deleted. List services. Now we don't see it. Now, oh wow, I can't even spell clear correctly. Now let's go over creating a file. We'll go over 2 different ways you can create a file, and I guess why you would want to use certain commands. So let's create a file. We'll do it in our desktop. That's easy. So we'll cd for change directory to desktop. Okay, we're back in the desktop. Now let me list the services so you guys can see. We're going to create a file called cyberhawks.txt. In this particular file, we're going to be writing into it. So to do that, we would do cat, and then the name of our file that we want to create. And we're going to be using this command because we want to write into the file. If we didn't use this command, I'll show you guys what will happen. But right now we want to write into our text file. So we're going to do cat, the little arrow bracket, and then cyberhawks.txt. Okay, so after we did that, it put us to a new line. So within this new line, we can type anything here, and this will be saved to the file. So if we read it or open it, we will see this text. All right. So right now, I'm just writing into the file. You can write whatever you want into the file. I'm gonna put Eric right there. Now to exit this, it's Control D. So oh wow, Control D. Okay, I'm like, oh shoot, messing up. Okay, Control D. Now we currently have that in that file, in the CyberHawks file. So first, let's list services. And as you guys can see, we created the file, CyberHawks. Now, if we wanted to read the file, we should type in cat cyberhawks.txt. Now, with the cat command, it allows us to, I cannot pronounce what the actual word means. You guys probably seen me trying to pronounce in other videos, but basically the cat, if you put the cat and then the name of the file that you want to open, it'll read the text within that file. So as you guys can see, it's the exact stuff that we wrote earlier. Now if we okay, let me clear this list services so you guys can see. Now we just did cat, and let's make up another file. We're gonna name it superhero.txt. You see, there's no sys file for that, but when we did cat cyberhawks.txt, a file that we actually created, or a file that's already actually there, we're able to see. So that's kind of what would happen if you didn't type in anything. Let's clear this. Another way you can create a file quickly is to use the touch command. And this is if you want to create it quickly, and this is us not adding any additional text within that file. So let's go ahead and create a file named I'm trying to think of something cool. Super Saiyan. All right, we're gonna create a file called Super Saiyan. So Super Saiyan.txt. Bam, it created it just like that. And then when we list services, ls, we see our Super Saiyan.txt file right there. Let's create another file real quick. Again, we're not putting any info inside the file. We're gonna name this one keyboard warrior .txt. When we list our services, now we see keyboard warrior.txt, and I cannot spell. And let me go ahead and show you guys what's actually inside of these files. Because again, I told you guys we didn't put anything inside those files. So we do cat, and then we do Super Saiyan.txt. There's nothing there, so it'll be blank. Versus we do cat to open up and read or print out the information within the file. We go back to our Cyberhawks. I believe that's the one we wrote all of our stuff in. .txt. Bam, we get text. So you guys can kind of see the difference right there. And another one I guess we can go over real quick is the man command. You type in man and you type in the command that you want to like learn more about. So we'll type in man ls. When you do this, you'll get a full list of kind of how you can interact within that, using that command. And as you can see, there's a lot of different things we can do. But first off, it tells you what the command is. So list, directory, contents. And then it kind of gives you other things you can do. So if we type in ls and we added this command, the -a or -a, then we'll be able to do this. Do not ignore entries starting with. If we did the uppercase A, do not list implied. So kind of just giving you a more commands you can use using the ls for this one, for example. Or let's quit. And to quit that, you type in Q. Let's see, we wanted to see what CD was. Okay, no manual entry for that. How about remove directory? Bam. As you can see, remove empty directories, keyword empty directories, and then kind of giving you more info on other things you can type in to enhance this, to do other things. And on this, you can just scroll down and kind of just gives you more info as well, who was written by, etc., etc. And let's go ahead and queue to go back. Let's clear that, and let's go back using the ... And yeah, guys, those are some pretty basic, pretty easy commands that once you know can really help you out using Linux, kind of just going through different files quickly. And it should be able to help you out too with like Hack the Box and different things of that nature, especially like starting out. And yeah, guys, if you like this video, I'll probably end up making probably like a part 2, maybe going over some more commands you can use that may be great for beginners and also more intermediate people. Again, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.